Hello, you beautiful people. Today is day 126 of Office Hours. Today we get to Scam School episode 26, The Equation. And we're going to ask the important question. The important question here is, can a small effect play in a big stage? And I don't mean like gather round for a close-up kind of routine. I mean, can you get people puzzling in a giant group all at once? Because that's what you got to do. Look, first of all, if you're late, hello, welcome to Office Hours. It's Office Hours. The important thing is we're doing Scam School. Scam School was the only show dedicated to social engineering at the bar and on the street. Scam School is the only show dedicated to social engineering at the bar and on the street. These fine folks over here, diamond close, elites, all of them, hardcores. I'm going to bequeath my children to them. That escalated quickly. I didn't mean to do that. But the important part is that we are going back through the original catalog of Scam School episodes, and now we are up to The Equation. We're going to watch the episode in its entirety, and then I'm going to give you guys a new take, a new angle on things. Yep. Oh, I almost let it slip. Hello, Flo Chinacci. Hello, Cliff Horn. Hello, G. James B. Hello, Dylan Theas. Hello, Che. Hello, Taylor Ladis. Hello, Princess Judith. Oh, yeah, it's Adam Korometoriku. All right, let's go ahead and jump in because I've got a twofer on this one. There's actually a follow-up. You're going to like this. Here we go. This episode of Scam School brought to you by Netflix. Welcome to the show where sober is not an option. Scam School, the only show dedicated to social engineering at the bar and on the street. I'm your host, Brian Brushwood, and today's challenge will keep you the center of attention for a good 10 to 15 minutes and just might get you a beer in the process. It's something we call The Equation. Hey there, I'm Brian. What's your name?
Pamela.
Pamela, and you are?
I'm James.
James. All right, Pamela and James, we're going to play a little puzzle game. If you get it right, I will buy both of you drinks, although it looks like you've got plenty to go around. If you give up, you can buy the answer off of me for only one beer. Which between the two of you guys, that's like only half price, right? That's 2-to-1 odds. That's pretty good. I'm gonna set up an 8th grade math equation. All right. It's going to be wrong when I set it up, but your job is going to be to make it right. What's that?
Hieroglyphic?
Oh, hieroglyphic. Oh, no. Okay, so here's the thing. We have a little math equation here. Now, obviously, and you bring up a good point, there's a bunch of different ways to read this. You could read this as 1 plus 11 plus 111 equals 1,111. But that would be obviously that's not a true equation. That's wrong, right? Or you can even, hash marks on a wall. 1 plus 2 plus 3 equals 4. You can interpret the numbers any way you want. But I'll tell you this much. First of all, this part of the equation is correct. This is the part of the equation that needs to be fixed. And you can fix the equation by moving only one toothpick. And I'll tell you one other thing as well, because the first time I saw this, I thought I was being clever by saying not equal to, but that's not the solution that we're looking for.
Okay.
All right.
That was pretty clever, though.
I gotta admit, I thought I was pretty smart when that happened.
That was a good one. Stumped. I can't get it.
Yeah, move some stuff around. We'll see what happens. So that's you got to find a place to put that now. But that's a good start. That's an interesting start. So we've got 2 plus 2 minus 3.
Hello.
I mean, or 11 plus 11 minus 111. I don't know. This is one of the things I love about this trick is that it sucks people in. All right, now if you're going to move that one, I've got to reset it. So what was it? It was 1 plus 2 plus 3. There you go. So you want to move that one, you can do whatever you like with it.
Don't move anything.
I won't move anything, but you can only move one. So if that's your move, then...
Oh, only one?
Yeah. No, okay.
I'm sorry.
All right.
You know, when you said it was going to be 8th grade, I was expecting something a little bit more, or a little less complicated than this.
Then
This
1
is-
plus 2 plus 3?
Yeah, exactly.
The solution, I will admit, is pretty elegant. It's one of those that the moment you see it, you'll be like, son of a gun. Had no idea.
Let me give it here.
Oh, thank you. Anytime you want that answer, you can, you know, I mean, how much is a beer really? Especially when you're splitting the cost.
What does Pabst go for in San Francisco?
You ready for the answer? You
I'm
want
ready
it?
to buy him a beer.
Little Pabst Blue Ribbon for Brian. You ready? Pamela doesn't want to give up.
I know.
It's not fun to call it.
No, it's not.
I can do this all night.
I could.
Are you ready?
I feel like an idiot.
Are you ready?
Yes.
There we go.
What the hell is that? Oh.
That's exactly the response I wanted to see. That's worth. You got to admit that's worth a beer, right?
Well,
Yeah, but now I'm pissed off.
Yeah.
So it's like,
yeah, because I thought it was about the numbers, not that you can make with 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
The mathematical equation.
That's the secret to a good puzzle. It should be all laid out, and only after you see the solution do you,
you know
go,
what? You tricked us. That's not fair.
that's scam.
You tricked us.
You got scammed. All right, where's that Pabst Blue Ribbon? I'm ready. You guys were awesome. Thank you so much, both of you guys, dude.
How about another glass? You can
Oh, dude, the beer was right here?
Have a delicious
The whole
anchor
time?
steam.
No, this will be fine. Now, I love this puzzle, but keep in mind, it's not totally unbeatable. You might get some weird mathematical wizard who busts it wide open. If so, buy him a drink and then run into one of your other scams. Now, I want to hear success stories and failure stories, so post them at the boards at revision3.com/scamschool. Any questions, or if you want to suggest your favorite bar scam, write me directly at brian@revision3.com. Next episode, very special one, we're going to be learning, actually we'll be debating the merits of tumble dry versus line dry when it comes to laundering money. Until then, I'm headed off to rehab. What's better than a cold beer on a hot, hot day? Thanking our sponsors at Netflix. With Netflix, you can rent over 90,000 titles online, including lots of Blu-ray titles with free shipping both ways to your home.
Guys, they got Blu-rays. How about that? By the way, that shot at the end, just I think there's fog or drizzle or whatever. That's a dang fine shot. We'll get to that, but here we'll get to the rest of this. Hold on.
One plus 2 equals 5? That is a valid, I can't, this is a second.
Was this not expected?
Oh, you told me to say not to mess with the right side? I did. Son of a bitch. Why didn't you remind me of that?
What's going on here?
I didn't think about, God damn, that's really good. I have no idea how to salvage this situation now. I may have to do a different trick with you guys.
Wait, what is this? Oh, wow. Wow. Look Look at that promo for Hack 5. Two cool hackers hacking the Revision 3 studios. That's amazing. That's great. Oh man, I'm gonna have to revisit that with Darren. Okay, few thoughts on this. First of all, you can tell there is no substitute. There is absolutely no substitute for experience. Because trust me, after me screwing that up in front of everyone and forgetting that you have to set up the everything past this part of the line is already locked in. It turns out all I had to do was suffer the tangible embarrassment of having lived through that, and it was never a problem again. It turns out experience, a very good teacher. Let's take a look at these shots here, and then I'm going to reveal. Actually, this shot was okay, I guess. But this opening, look at that. Come on. Come on. Look at that. Look at that sexy
This puzzle,
shot.
but keep in mind, it's not totally unbeatable. You might get some weird mathematical wizard who busts it
And I
wide.
think this is also before we were using any kind of image stabilization or vest rigs or something like that. But here's the big question I wanted to address on this one. This one is so good, so elegant, and so right in front of you that it really is deeply satisfying when it ends up working. Let me give you guys an alternate that I like. So it's 1 plus 2 plus 3 equals 1, 2, 3, 4. And so, of course, you know, you take that one and you turn it into a plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1. But recently, and I can't believe that people are still fooling me on this stuff. Somebody said, what if you pick up this match and make it 1 plus 2 plus 1 divided by 1? That also works. So be on the lookout for that solution. But what I want to focus on is that this one is such an easy lift and it's a good payoff that engages. You'll notice that during the episode, it's a bit weird that everyone just stared at the puzzle for a minute. That is not the way I would program something for television, but by taking that amount of time, I think it's a full minute and change that we do. By taking that amount of time, it forces people at home to start playing the game. So the challenge is issued at the 2-minute 55 mark. And then we make a joke about it 5 minutes later, 5 more minutes later. But that's 2 full minutes of making them go before they get the answer. Also, you can tell this is before I was more experienced at sort of teeing up the aha moment on there. But I like the fact that everybody at home had to lock in their predictions. Nowadays, I would probably do more on-screen graphics directly telling people to engage with it as at home. You'd have to move more than one match, though. No. If you would pick up that one in the middle and just tilt it sideways to do this. So you would instead of moving it to make a plus, you would, there we go. So basically, you would pick up that middle match and then set it right down sideways like that would be the idea. But here's one that I don't know if you guys saw. So this is me doing that exact same trick, what, 15, 16 years later? Yeah, 15 years later, and doing it as, there we go, as a keystone moment in a stage show. So this is a case of don't tell. I don't think anybody's bagging on these tricks, but if they wanted to bag on them, I don't think they could because it's a really, really good trick. Here it is. Here I am doing it on stage at Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University last year. Here we go.
You should be getting black. We've never needed it, but
Do you guys want to do a show?
And then when I had about half the room looking at me, I would just go, shh. It's a lot of fire.
sinuses, you got your frontals and your maxillaries.
Round of applause!
applause for my two sidekicks. Very good job. Now that we're all finally able to get out here, and now there's a bunch of you guys that know about the show, who here would like to learn some magic tricks? Okay, I was hoping for cheers. That's fine, though. That's fine. The smoke is all when it goes out. Smoke. Monty! Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Nice and easy. Bite down, bite down, bite down. Inhale. Oh! We have a wrong equation. 1 plus 2 plus 3 does not equal 4. But we're going to make this true. Now, I say true. First thing everybody thinks of, go ahead, raise their hand if you thought does not equal. Okay? I'm not here to say you're wrong. I'm just here to say I ain't buying a free drink for that one, all right? There's a cleverer, more elegant solution. You could also take one of these from one side and put it on the other side, but I'm gonna make it even harder. Say I'm not buying a drink for that one. I'm only buying a drink if this side forward is all true. Think you know the answer? You get to move one match. One plus, okay, so 2 plus 2 minus 3, not exactly 4, but I like that you're creative. Oh, it's so tempting. Does not equal. Oh, wouldn't that be satisfying? Go ahead, babe. You get infinite resets. That's the other thing, is your final challenge should never feel like a gotcha moment. Go ahead, try something crazy. Ah, there we go. So in this case, it would be 1 minus 2 times 3, and there's something there. So if you do it right, these challenges always end with a gift. A wave of realization happens, and they're like, of course, because 1 plus 2 plus 3 does not equal 4, but 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 does. Not bad, right? Give these guys a huge round of applause. Thank you so very much. That was fantastic.
That's interesting to see how the emphasis changes over different times. And of course, in that case, whenever you're doing anything live, you're reading the room and getting some kind of satisfying payoff. But that was oh, that's interesting. Blue Text says this is a chore. Tell me, I would love to hear you unpack that. What would you do different? That'd be great. Now, meanwhile, when there's real stakes at the bar, that's the real work on this one. So in this case, yeah, all of these, this show was interesting because of the technological difference of what's possible nowadays versus 15, 20 years ago. See, and this is it. Che, economists call this the endowment effect, despite the fact that I said everybody says that answer. That is not the question. That is not a very good solution, despite the fact that it was ruled out at the beginning. Clearly, you got to that part of the rule too late, and you felt ownership of that as a solution. And every phrase after that reads, whether consciously or unconsciously, like somebody's trying to take away your win. And I ain't here to take away your win. It's just a trick. And there's a most elegant solution. And you want to craft your wizard spell in such a way that people have the chance to get that aha moment on their own, or at least feel like they were given an aha moment as a gift that they wouldn't have found on your own. Yeah. So, and that's just it, is what plays in this case, we are watching a document of other people being put through the ringer. When you're actually doing it person to person, really all you're doing is being comfortable in the silence, in the gap between you having the answer and them wanting it. Because even every time we hit play on a YouTube video, when we're watching people set up their hooks
really we're like, okay, let me solve for it. Let me guess. You're gonna do this, and then we'll skip ahead to see if we're right. That's human nature. That's the way we're all rewired to do, or I guess not rewired, just naturally wired. Yeah, Cliff. At some point, the chaotic nature of setting up all that at this particular show, we only had I think they opened the room 30 minutes before we started, and obviously 3 cameras, HDMI cables, setting up all of the stage show stuff. I bet it does drive you crazy. I don't blame you. I'm with you. I wish that all of it wasn't a mess and that everything worked completely elegantly. Che well endowed confirmed. Agreed. Che is very well endowed. There it is right there. All right, guys. Short episode today. I actually have an 11 o'clock, a 2 o'clock, a 4 o'clock, and a 5 o'clock. So I'm going to wrap this up a bit early. But tomorrow, let me see what the schedule looks like tomorrow. Sorry I didn't put this one in earlier. I had an appointment that ran long. So I'm giving myself points just for showing up. Oh, we've got a new Modern Rogue episode about to drop. It's great. It's great and joyful and awesome. It's a Brian and Ryer episode where I continue to teach Ryer bits of my old stage show, and he pulled it off. Oh, yeah, that's right. We got to reply to very old comments. Thank you. So let's do this. For those of you guys who don't know about the game, we are making a game of replying to 50. All right, you guys placed your bets earlier. The answer was 17,000. 17,000 views 16 years ago. Itty bitty 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 bitty. XOXOXO. There we go. Yeah, that's right. Oh, I did say that. You could also do, I multiplied by 3 cross sticks, 1 plus. I don't know if I can. Good. Let's see what got said. Yeah. Good one. Oh, look at this. Here's Judith. 32 minutes ago. That's great. Good one. I also like 1 plus. I also like 1. I plus I divided by I equals I. There we go. Boom. Man, I'll be so curious. You know what? This is a wonderful long-term game I realize that we get to play, because eventually somebody is going to show up, and then you guys in the chat can always ask, hey, how did you hear? How did you end up? What got you to show up live? Somebody's going to say that we replied to one of their comments. That's going to be great. Good thinking. That's part of the trick. You gotta make sure the right side can't be changed. Maybe. Okay. 1 plus 0 plus 0 plus 3 equals 4. Oh. From the number 2 plus 3. I don't know if I follow it. Huh. Yeah. You gotta make sure. Whoops. You gotta make sure they don't alter the right side of the equation. Right. I love this one. Goddamn right. I have no idea what that means. 1 + 2 + 3. Break the first one. That's a fine stretch. In those situations, I'd usually allow. That's pretty good, but I bet you a beer there's a more elegant solution you're missing. Do. See again, like, but I think it's still valid. There's that inherent need to play defense. Wonderful creative thinking. That's a factually accurate thing. Add it to the equal sign. Yeah, you have to set the rule of no messing with the other side to prevent that solution. Good thinking, though. 3 years ago, bring back the spikes. Heart that. Here we go. Working on it. 5 plus. Oh, is that right? Ooh. I will not investigate. I will not invest the calories to find out if it's right. Back 11 years later to say, great work. We're still talking about it. On Scam School. I think he used one more stick than he had. I think he's responding to somebody else. 1 + 1 - 1. Oh. 1 + 3. I'll just say wow. When in doubt, just say wow. And oh man. Oh man. Hooray! You can never go wrong with hooray. -1 + 2 + 3 + 4. Oh. Ooh, I like this. Sorry I'm late. LOL. Yep. It was agonizingly close. Plus the one I screwed up post credits. Yo, you should join us for the live streams. Valid. Good one. Yep. This was too easy. High fives. You're very smart. Everybody loves to be told they're smart on YouTube. Everybody's smart. They don't call it somebody else tube. They call it YouTube because you are the protagonist. This is what it feels like to design video games. Like, think about the folks at Valve who create Portal 2, and they have to lay everything out in what feels like an agonizingly obvious set of clues just so that the player can feel real smart. And then they clap, and then they sell knives that allegedly are more stable than Bitcoin, and then they alter the market. Wow, that went in the weeds. I don't know how much of that kept up on there. Maybe. Hi. Wow, one day ago. There we go. This is a great one. Now it's like a whole conversation showing up. 1 times 2 plus 2 equals 4. Not 1 times 2 plus 2 equals 4. What? Rules are flexible based on your audience. Never forget that the real goal is for everyone to be smiling and buying your drinks. Math loves you. Cool. We did it. Thank you very much, Princess Judith. That was almost a grievous error. And yeah, so if we want to take a look at tomorrow's shenanigans, let's see what is on the agenda for tomorrow. Tomorrow, we will be discussing. Gonna peek. This was a good one in that we got to visit the same trick in 2 different decades, separated by 2 decades. Whoa. Oh, that's crazy. Yeah, the Real Fanatics, if you want me to see your comments tomorrow, then go ahead and put them in there. I love this idea. This is great. Oh, I've got a question for you guys. I turned on community features for both the channels, both for Scam Nation. So just to disambiguate, right now, there's a lot of overlap between Modern Rogue and Scam Nation channel. That's partly because office hours goes out to both, but we're doing a walkthrough of Scam School content, so it belongs on both. Modern Rogue is in general present tense forward, widening the circle beyond magic and deception. Scam School, that channel is going to be a little bit more looking backwards, more teaching cool stuff to Josie, and doing like we're doing now. But guys, I think I've had it with X. I think I've had it with social medias outside of YouTube. I think I put a post up. I don't know if you guys saw it. Let's do this. Let's see if there's posts. If I go... Yeah, look at this. Like, I found this quote from Teller. Art is a lie that tells the truth. I thought that was really great, so I posted that. Did any of you guys see that? And then over on the Modern Rogue channel, I found another quote. Actually, this one I clarified. Wait, where's... No, I gotta go to switch accounts to Modern Rogue. Look at the channel. Go to posts. Yeah, never put off till tomorrow. What may be done day after tomorrow just as well. Attributed to Mark Twain, but somebody else probably said it. But anyway, if you guys are seeing that, I'll keep posting more of that stuff there. Yeah, that's Hawk Worley. I think we're at a place now where my
mental map of the machinery of YouTube is good enough that I feel good, and also having a clear direction of what we're doing with each of the process. And also, I mean, it only took me a year and a half to relearn how to edit, how to post, how to do titles, thumbnails, content ID, shorts, live streams. We're getting there. We're getting there. That's great. Thank you very much, Dylan. I'm glad to hear that. All right, guys. Then I'm going to switch over to my 11 o'clock. I'm doing a podcast appearance. I'll make sure to plug it in the posts. But I will see you guys later on. Shine on, you crazy diamonds. We'll be back with Great Night soon with Justin and I.